kind of happened at the same time. Darlings came to me, और जब narration शुरू हुई मैंने सोचा हाँ अभी मतलब दिखते कहाँ जा रहा है, because I didn't know what the film was about. I was totally blank slate. And actually 2019 when I met Jasmeet and Gaurav, I had a very packed schedule. But I have this thing, I was like, listen, I will listen to every script and hear every narration or read every script because you never know. Cut to the story started. It started like a normal story, normal. Suddenly it just shifted gear and how, and I was like, from here I was here, and I was like that the whole narration, which is, I was like so surprised, and I'm very rarely surprised. So then I was like, okay, one second. We have to do this. And then very naturally, I was like, okay, listen, I think I would like to be a producer on this as well. And Gaurav at that moment was extremely supportive. He was like, that's a fantastic idea. We must do this together. And then Shah Rukh called me and he said, मैं usually co-produce नहीं करता, पर मैं तेरे साथ करूँगा और बहुत मज़े करेंगे, बहुत मज़े करेंगे, and it'll be quite good and it'll be one for the memories. And recently he saw the film and he messaged me and he said, in typical Darlings lingo, thanks you Darlings for doing these movies.
No, I just gave my best shot to Alia Bhatt, but when we were writing, I had an idea of a mother-daughter finding their place in this male-dominated world and trying to set the daughter's marriage on track with her husband Hamza, because they love each other, but there's something off with them. And we co-wrote the script, me and Parvez, and I took it to Gaurav because I was writing something else for him. And he liked the script. And then we just took it to Alia.
I actually didn't take 12 or 24 hours. I think I took around 12 minutes post the narration and reading the script.
Explain to us, what was the room like?
One, I thought it was, I still believe it's one of the best scripts I read. And it's a very poignant story, but it doesn't have a moral of the story, which is always a little harder to digest. It's funny, it's wicked, and the character I play, I mean, it's a genre I've never done before. And the character I play, I mean, I think she's a cracker. And like Just said, I mean, there's something, everything totally off with the mother-daughter.
So when I read the script, I knew this script is absolutely fabulous. It's unlike, it's radical, it's weird, it's whack, it's electric, it's filled with humor and so many things. But I was very scared to take this part up.
Why is that?
You will find out. So then I had to take a couple of meetings with Jasmeet to understand if I can, whether I will be able to, and what is it that I need to bring in, and all such things happened. And then very gently and very nicely, Jasmeet got hold of me and then got me into the film.
On set, I'm only an actor. In fact, sometimes they would be like, you know, like, we wanted to shoot this film in a very tight schedule. We shot it in 42 days. Also, it was just after the second wave. There was a fear that, you know, anything can happen again. And also Chef Ali's dates and Vijay's dates and all the combination and all of that. So there were days that were overpacked. Like, we were like doing a lot of work in one day. And I was like, क्या कर रहे हो यार? एक और दिन use करते हैं. थोड़ा सा, you know, move it to tomorrow. We're not being able to get the time to think. And the first lady literally told me like, you're the producer. You should not be asking for this. Like, just do as much work as you can in one day. And I was like, no, for me, I'm on set. I'm always an actor, and I don't think that producer thought even came to my mind. But post the film. After we wrapped the film, usually as an actor you move on to your next film and then you're cut off and then you just join in when the film is releasing. I couldn't cut off. And I consider myself above anything. I don't understand the numbers, but I will always be a creative producer. So I was only involved in the creative part of it, and I had Jasmeet was really lovely, extremely like welcoming with my overbearing opinions at times. But we had such a lovely time doing this together, and it's made me learn so much about the movies, and I mean, I always had so much respect for every department and everything that goes into making the movie, but I think it's gone even more now because I've literally been there behind the scenes.
So we did a couple of readings, and Jasmeet had spent a lot of time in Baikala. I met somebody who was from there. I mean, she got me to meet this person. I just wanted to understand the lingo, and I just wanted to get a feel of it. And I think the similar process happened with Vijay. Of course, he'll tell you how it went with him. And, you know, but I mean, I'm a spontaneous actor, and I think everyone here is. Also, you can't over-rehearse. That's what I believe. Yes, we would do our reading and we'd block, but then once the camera goes on, I think there's just something that happens.
It's magic.
It's magic, completely.
Especially when I see the trailer, it's magic. It's not always magic. When it comes to, you know, sometimes you see something and you know that, okay, this isn't. But when the three of you are together, or we haven't mentioned even Roshan Matthew, who's not here today. He's busy and, you know, I'm sure he would have loved to be here, but he's not. Very integral part of the film. But you know that there's magic being created.
Yes, and I have to tell you the atmosphere on set. I mean, there were days we could have wrapped around 2 hours earlier if we didn't laugh so much in between scenes. Because we keep cracking up and then like, Achabhi, please, let's do the scene. It, you know, it was like, just was indulging us like children, and then she was like, please, let's like get on with it. But a complete blast.
No, not really. I mean, we, as Chef said, we really like to come a little prepared to the set, so we know what we're going to do, but we always leave some room for like something might happen, if there is a mistake that happens, and if it is something that we like, we want to keep that. And stuff like that happened a lot on this set. In fact, we did end up cracking up a lot more than we should. Little process was a little different for me. If you can see in the trailer, I have to meet a certain pan, a certain balan, a certain hand.
Vijay was tied up to the chair a lot, so a lot of the time the shot used to get over and we used to all get up and go, and he's like, koi mujhe kholo yaar.
No, I really wanted to, but I mean, no spoilers here, so I don't want you to give me any answers you don't want to. But at some point when I saw the trailer, I was feeling bad for you, Vijay, because I was like, bahut pitai hui hai na?
Yeah, but I got paid for it, guys.
Actually में पिटाई नहीं हुई.
अभी मैं क्या बोलूँ? अभी fine, ठीक है, then it's a good answer.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.